Hey, it's Brad. How to create at least a 1000% return on your time. Well, now that the webinar is over, I have a lot more free time, and my goal is to keep the actual real world education that's implementable going. So I'm in a basement with my brother's basement where there's a lot of good kid stuff going around. So excuse the unprofessionalism at the moment. So I got to watch this TED Talk, and the theme was welcome to the world of productivity hacking, like the never ending world, like almost like the trap of it all. Well, the theme was ROTI, and what ROTI stands for is return on time invested. So when we think of like stock market returns, we think of if I'm going to give $1, how much am I going to make back by the end of the year? And normally a great return is what, like 10%. So if I spend $1, I'll have $1.10 by the time I'm done. But in order to make decisions about what this thing is that we're actually going to do, there's a process that allows you to think of ROTI, the return on time invested, that you will get back as a result of doing this thing. And by thinking this way, you get so much time back. Not just like time back, money, business, mental energy, which I think is the most important when it comes to efficiency. Like, it's not about getting more done in less time. It's about also having a massive shift from negative emotional states into positive emotional states, because that creates resourcefulness, health, abundance, freedom, more breaks. Like, it's about healthy efficiency. It's about setting up your businesses and lifestyles so that you own and run them across the board rather than them owning you. So I'm going to hop into it. So I'm going to use a real world example that when I step into a business or a team, and when it's just an entrepreneur, a lot of the times I'm looking at their personal life first. And I'm saying, what can we actually do that's going to free up the most time the fastest? So most people I work with, I guarantee this. You spend an hour with me, you will save at least a minimum of, like, I'll just lowball it. Let's say it's an hour a month. It's normally 2 hours per month. So if it's like an hour per month, that's 12 hours per year. That is a 13 or 11. I don't know. It's close. Let's say it's an 1100% return on your time. You spend an hour here, it'll save you 12 hours. Like, every single year. You spend an hour here, it'll save you an hour a month. Like, what if you could do that on 30 different things that by time you're done, you'll have 30 hours saved a month or 360 a year? And I'm telling you, it's possible all over the place. So I want to use a real world example when I pull entrepreneurs out of their business for things to integrate and to systematize. So my translations of systems is getting clear on what's the role, what are you doing, and how often, and then setting it up so it's documented as well as automated. Now, there's are 3 things that I look at that you could actually implement now. One is my favorite. So it's like cleaning. Oops, I really got to clean up my, if I want to teach a class. Cleaning, laundry, and food. How many hours a week do you think you're actually spending on that? Like, that's like lowball it. Like, that's a minimum, normally 2. We'll call it like 1 and 1 and 1. That's 3 hours per week. Like, I automated the cleaning right away. I say, okay, if the role's cleaning, we're going to do this once a week. We're going to do this once a week. We're going to do this once a week. Now, you can batch it so that you're all doing it at the same time. That saves a lot of time and energy. But the process is, are you going to eliminate it Are you going to automate it? Are you going to just delegate it? Like, okay, you can't really eliminate cleaning, or laundry or food. So can we automate it? You can automate it, any single process, simply by getting that process out of your brain into clear documentation so that it speeds it up, which then allows you to also delegate it. But these things are so easily delegatable by going through your house, determining what needs to be cleaned. Like, you could spend an hour determining your entire cleaning process, have it in a simple document, and then spending the hour that it's going to take to hire a cleaner and have that clear ad written out. And the next thing you know, it'll save you an hour or two every single week. It's the same process for running your business that's there. Like, if you took that 1 hour to say, I want to eliminate this or automate it or delegate it so that I'm freeing up the hour every single month or week minimum, looking at your cleaning your laundry, like, I had a pick up and fold laundry place. The guy would bike down to my house from 10 minutes away, pick it up, and it came back meticulously clean and meticulously folded, and it probably saved me every single week. And I don't like doing it. Don't like it. And with food, I only had a bicycle in San Diego, so a lot of the times I would use Instacart for Sprouts or Costco. I already took the hour to write out my favorite grocery list. It would show up on the entire sheet when I went there, and I would just check it really fast and say, yes, I would love to have that again. And in addition, I'd love to have that. It would save me a minimum of 1 hour every single week. So what I'm getting back to is the process of deciding what you're going to work on and bringing to the forefront when you're thinking about RODI and return on time invested. Think about, even though it is a headache, even though it is a pain, even though we don't want to sit down with it, most of the things, if you spent 2 hours on this, you could ask yourself, how much is it going to save me a month so that I'm going to save the money, the energy to be working on things that matter, whether if it's on the business or even outside of the business in your enjoyment. It is that simple to set up. So, in summary, think about RODI. There's things that you can eliminate, automate, and delegate. These two things kind of come together. Get really clear on your documentation. I'm excited to bring that to the class because 10 out of 10 times, not knowing the process and system of how to do process and systems, it's so easy and it is life altering on how much money saved, time saved, energies saved, and it's applicable to every area of life, including with the middle schoolers, including how you run the house, including the things. So my goal when I come in is how to save you a ton of time, ton of energy, so that you can be working on the business rather than in the business. And we can, for the people that need to work in the business, we can automate the crap out of them so that their time is also spent more on valuable activities. So in summary, figure out the things, figure out the process. What is seriously just 1 to 2 things that if you spent a couple hours on it this month that you never have to do about it? Now, if High Impact was listening to this, I'd be poking at Ben Gower to tell him to finish the payroll so that he can stop doing it, so that he can grow his company that he's already kicking butt on. But anyhow, I'm so excited for our first class. I'm so excited to keep bringing value. I'm so excited for the people that we got on board. People is crazy. Like, if I was starting my own companies or looking to accelerate the ones I had to see what's possible, this weekend is a minimum of 20 to 40K in actual world speakers and entrepreneurs and value that they're bringing to the table. Like, it's insanity. I can't wait to be with them, even virtually. The connections are astonishing. The knowledge is nothing short of mind-blowing. And we're going to talk about delivering real-world, bottom-line impacts for financial abundance, as well as making impact in the world. I'm excited to crush it with you. I'm excited to bring this dream business of people who are in the work of transformation, who have higher level mindsets, who believe in win-win-win, who believe that no one wins unless we all win, who actually have caring hearts and minds and souls, you're the ones that deserve to be in the positions of power and be making all the money because it's really good in your hands. I love you.